Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of a-sabad-a-day, the recitation, Gujri Mahalla Panjama. And the recitation. Mata Masurat Avar Sianap, Janko Kachu na ayo, Jeh jeh avsar aaye banyo hai, Tahan tahan harat aayo. प्रभ को भगत वचल बिरदायो, करे प्रतिपाल बारक की न्यायी, जन को लाड लडायो। जप तप संयम कर्म धर्म हर कीर्तन जन गायो, शरण पर्यो नानक ठाकुर की, अभय दान सुख पायो। जप तप संयम कर्म धर्म हर कीर्तन जन गायो, शरण पर्यो नानक ठाकुर की, अभय दान सुख पायो। The theme in this passage is the necessity to cultivate wisdom, naam, in order to live fearlessly. Abhayadan, if you wish to receive the gift of fearlessness, then you need to connect with the wisdom that is innate within you. That is the essential message. So to depend on outside counsel and advice, Mata Masurati Avar Sianap, is not the way of the true devotee. Whenever faced with a situation, Jeh jeh avsar aaye banyo hai, a true devotee meditates or relies on her wisdom. Taha taha har tyayo. So a jan is a generic term, and it is used essentially for any animate living being. That is the generic way it is used, but it is also used as a plural for people. Its application in Gurbani is quite wide, though, and it is used to signify a divine lover, a bhagat, a seeker, a jan, a servant. And qualitatively, it suggests what is possible, the cause, the destiny. So a Sikh is a jan, a lifelong seeker of wisdom. Gurmat, which is the inner voice. And that has to become the locus of its authority, not some outside intermediary. That is why the Guru says, Mata Masurat Avar Sianap, something that is coming to you from the outside. This could be societal norms for all we know. Janako Kachuna Ayo, the Jan does not need outside intermediaries. When the Sikh becomes attuned to this wisdom that is innate to it, it no longer needs external validation. Now, this does not mean that you are closed-minded. What it means is that when you have to make decisions, then you seek the counsel of that innate wisdom. Ultimately, that is the pivot. You consider the situation and then hartyayo. And to do hartyayo, you have to reflect, contemplate, and that requires a certain solitude. And the Guru assures us that the wisdom within, you have to learn to trust it, because it is like a mother. Kare pratapal barak ki nyai. It looks after us like a pampering mother. Jan ko laad ladayo. So love is what binds us to that wisdom. and we have to learn to connect to it. For that reason, to achieve a particular end, jap, tap, sanjam, karma, taram, all of these activities, spiritual practices, recitations, ritual, jap, tap, sanjam, karma, taram, for a Jan, all of these are har kirtan, exertion of the body and mind, glorification. What that means is the cultivation of qualities, virtue, in order to live a virtuous life through virtuous deeds. What that means is that your actions are made for the greatest good. Har kirtana janagayo. So all of the spiritual practice, all of the recitations, all of the religious ritual is subsumed under kirtan, this exertion that you have to make to become a virtuous being. That is the expression of that wisdom, Naam. And so Nanak says that when I connected Saran Paryo Nanak Thakur ki, Thakur here is used as a substitute for that wisdom because it is the master. Nanak received the gift of fearlessness, a-sabad-a-day, which brought him well-being and happiness, sukha-payo. So fearlessness is sought because, as we all know, living in fear is abject misery. Nobody wants to live in fear. And the Guru tells us that the antidote to fear is wisdom. And wisdom requires that we spend time in solitude in order to reflect, to contemplate life, meaning its situations that present themselves to you. We have to do that with concentrated attention. But you see, solitude is frightening because it can become boring, and it does for most of us. We feel like we are missing out on some of the social rewards of being in the midst of social excitement. And worst of all, solitude forces us to confront ourselves. And these are frightening prospects. Yet, solitude is the crucible where this wisdom will come to life. So there, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.